I seem to have trouble dying. By all rights, I should not have lived this long. I am Aminata Diallo.
Throughout history, the most influential leaders helped guide others into achieving common goals and desires. These leaders may not have been the strongest physically, but they were all psychologically prepared to survive no matter the means, and had the gift of being able to transfer their mindset to those around them and create a powerful and motivated people. Through the main character Aminata, Book of Negroes demonstrates this psychological strength through Aminata's 3 traits that come naturally or have been acquired over time. Her education, selflessness, and lastly her perseverance allow her to be mentally strong for the battles she faces, as well as help others to endure life of a slave. As a slave, Aminata's education is a rare asset that provides her with jobs and chances to live better, communicate to make a change in society, since most slaves were not offered this opportunity. Her role as an educated woman in the community was very powerful, as women should consider themselves as especially appointed to propagate the sentiments of humanity, Desmond 61, and Martineau's remedy was education, Desmond 128, which means that she could connect to other women using her literacy and communication skills much more easily and not be considered a threat. It is spreading the word around and communicating with others towards a common goal like freedom that is vital to survival. By reading newspaper articles and writing to others around the world, Aminata can connect her community in ways that only literacy can allow. This can be seen when Aminata describes her role in the community by saying, "I read to the people gathered around my door that the British had decided to end the war and surrender. It was a large crowd that night, and people sat silent and thoughtful long after our talking was done," Hill 285, which shows how important literacy and communication is to the community, as a means of awareness of the problems around the world and as a support system which Aminata provides. Aminata's story resembles the real-life slave named Olaudah Equiano, who is mentioned in Book of Negroes, and who wrote a book to educate everyone about the struggles of slavery. Grant mentions this book and how his story had a powerful impact on public opinion, 118, which shows he was an inspiration to many slaves, helped unify the slave communities just like Aminata did. Clearly, this could not have been done without education, and it is this reading and writing that helped Aminata and Equiano achieve success and survive their battles, as well as bring the community together to grow and be active workers in the fight for freedom. Using her education as a tool, Aminata helps everyone around her through several selfless acts, which allows her to gain a respected position in her community, and in return is helped by others to have the whole town to survive. Elie Wiesel's words, "Help one another, it is the only way to survive," shine through Aminata as she uses her strengths to help the weaker people, and it is her selfless acts that allow her to achieve her goal of freedom alongside others. Aminata took up the role of volunteer needed for teaching Negroes, Hill 250, and that under her instruction, a 70-year-old white-haired Negro woman named Miss Betty learned the alphabet in 3 lessons and was reading a month later, Hill 266. Aminata offers to teach other blacks to read and write for no cost, as she understands the value of being literate and wants to see the entire community grow and prosper, not just herself, which helps her become one of the most respected people in the community of Canvastown. As Kale says, real strength is measured by what we enable our followers to accomplish through our service to them, not by the pressure of our grip and the weight of our demands, leadership, character, the role, selflessness, which illustrates that successful leaders are ones that can communicate with their people and help them achieve success together. Aminata radiates her own power and passes it to others, which is the marking of a true leader. Instead of sticking to herself, Aminata uses her skills to help those around her. In return, she is treated with respect and supported by the entire community. As she helps others, she gets a sense of belonging and of purposefulness, which helps her continue her path to freedom. This can be seen when she is writing names down in the Book of Negroes, to help document free blacks on their way to Nova Scotia by saying, "I felt that I was giving something special to the Negroes seeking asylum in Nova Scotia, that they were giving something special to me. They were telling me that I was not alone." This clearly is very important to Aminata. It shows how helping others helps oneself be optimistic as well. These selfless acts in the community help everyone survive and achieve freedom together. While education and selflessness aid Aminata in surviving her troubles and becoming a respected member of society, it is her perseverance that allows her to keep going even in the dark of times, to achieve greatness at the end. This will to survive and help others can even describe Aminata as a hero, since heroes don't give up, even when the going gets rough, even when they want to. Heroes are greatly honored by everyone else as they are role models who radiate strength and power. They do whatever they can to keep on going, just like Aminata. Aminata faces slavery and the death of her husband and child, but is still brave and continues on the path towards freedom. Reflecting on her life, she says, "One of my losses never really went away, but I kept going. Somehow I just kept going." Hill 359. And that, "For freedom I would die." Hill 457. Where we can see how Aminata's goal of freedom allows her to survive even the hardest of times, be a true hero, as she just keeps going even when her body feels numb. Her perseverance is driven by her will to return home to Africa. When her friend and future husband Shakura warns her that whoever boards the slave ships never returns home, she responds with, "Then I will sleep by day and walk at night. But listen to me, friend, I will come back and I will come home." Hill 51, which shows her remarkable perseverance even at a young age. Throughout her life, this promise to return to Africa is prevalent. She uses every one of her moves to get one step closer to coming home. This devotion to her promise is seen by others, and they too are inspired to accompany Aminata to Africa. It is because of Aminata's perseverance that her and her village voyaged across the ocean to establish a town in Sierra Leone and be successful and prosperous there. Without perseverance, Aminata would have been overwhelmed by negative thoughts and never achieved the level of success and freedom her and her village acquired in Sierra Leone through their fight to survive. It is through Aminata's education, selflessness, perseverance that she can survive and achieve her dream of freedom while influencing those around her to grow and work together too. She reflects her skills onto others, which allows her to find unique opportunities to grow and survive, as people in her community are thankful of her knowledge and wish to see her succeed. While Aminata's struggles were reflective of her time as a slave, her perspective on life and her psychological strength can leave an influence on not just others in her world, but on readers as well. Aminata teaches readers a lesson on survival, how to approach not just daily problems, but life itself. That is the making of a true leader, as leaders that have withstood time are the ones that one can continue to learn from even when they are not there. There is strength in numbers, and as the knowledge is passed down, the entire group becomes fortified and strong. A real leader uses these mental strengths and is good to others, which is the real key to survival, as Aminata shows us.